Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for 50 Shades of Yellow. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project and it was created by Jessica, Amanda, and Cece. And this project started last month in April, and we were to roll in 50 items that were yellow or gold in some way or another, whether it be the packaging, the name of the color, the name of the color of the product, etc. So any way you can relate it to yellow or gold, that would work. And I rolled in mostly skincare and body care items. So what I'm going to do today is share with you the items for the most part that I have actually made some progress on. There's one that I haven't used yet, I don't believe, but I do plan on using it within the next month. So I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you. All right, let me go ahead and get started. This is not in any particular order, except for the fact that I'm doing mostly like skincare, body care, hair care stuff first. I'm going to start with this mask by Keels. This is the Calendula and Aloe Soothing Hydration Mask. I think I used this once is pretty much how I use this, or how many times I've used this. So not a lot of usage so far. I'm working on a couple of other masks that are hydrating, and once those are done, I'll spend more time focusing on this, but I did use this once. I think I used too many like exfoliating type masks in a row, and so my face got really irritated and dry, and so I pulled this out to help with that because my skin was a hot mess. All right, next item I have is a sunscreen. This is by Neutrogena, the Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum, SPF 60. That is where I am on this. I've noticed with certain, I love this sunscreen, by the way, love it. But I've noticed with certain moisturizers in the morning, this pills. So the one I'm using now, it's pilling with, and so I'm going to hold off using this. I'm using something else right now until I get through that moisturizer, and then we'll try the next one to see how it works out. This is one that I have not really started using yet. I don't think I've used it at all, but I will have progress on this, if not have it finished by the next update. So this is by Cosrx, the Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. So here is this packaging. I think this is about here right now. So hopefully I'll have it finished before the next update. The next thing I have is by Milk Makeup. This is their vegan milk cleanser, and I have started to use this pretty much every evening as my second cleanse. So this cleanser, I like how it goes on. It's a little bit thick. I'm sure you're supposed to add water to it. I don't add a ton of water because I don't like it to foam too much. I like it, but then I notice that my face feels really like tightened after I use it. To me, that means it's dry. So it's not my favorite. I will use this, but it's not something I will repurchase. I think I have, maybe I just have that one. I can't remember. This is a Balm cleanser by Youth to the People. It's their Super Berry Dream Cleansing Oil. This is fabulous. If you have dry skin, I would recommend this. I have been using this pretty much every evening. This is a very thick balm. So unlike like the Neutrogena one, unlike the one from Clinique or the one from Pharmacy, those both kind of melt in your hands really easily. This is a much thicker consistency. And if you get some chunks of it, it may take some like mixing in your hands in order for it to completely dissolve. But let me tell you, when I first used this, I was blown away at how much I loved the way this felt. It's fabulous for dry skin. I love it. Maybe more than I love Clinique, which is my favorite, because of how oily it is, which is what I prefer on my face. Now I rinse my cleansers off with a microfiber towel, so I don't typically find any residue with almost any cleanser I use. I think if you were to splash water on your face to take off cleansers, you may find that this leaves a residue. I'm not sure because that's not how I use it, or how I use any cleanser really. This is fabulous. Now, I don't know if I would pay the price for this because I can almost always find Clinique at a discount, either at TJ Maxx or at Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty or Love Your Skin event. But I really do like this. It's up there. Like the top, it's mixed in with like my top 4 or 5 balm cleansers. It's really good. All right, moving on. I have from Sol de Janeiro their Brazilian Touch hand sanitizer. And I'm so glad I brought this in because otherwise I'd never use this. It's just going to sit around and go bad. Anyway, I've just used a little bit of it. That's where I am. This was filled up all the way to the top. So I currently have this sitting at my work desk, and sometimes I just spray it on my hands. I should put it in my work travel bag because I definitely use hand sanitizer there, but I don't travel for work as much as I used to. So I definitely want to have this close to me where I can continue to use it because it's going to take me a while to get through that. Next, from the Bathing Garden, I have the Big Top Lemonade Shea Oil Sugar Scrub. This is about, I think, well, you can see I have like tub pan. This will be done by the next update. I really enjoy this sugar scrub. It's a very condensed sugar scrub, so you don't need very much of it. Yeah, I really do like this quite a bit. It's taken me this long to get through this. It's taken a month to get to this point. I do love these. And it smells really good too. Oh, it smells so good. So good. From Ncla Beauty, I have the Pineapple Sugar Lip Scrub. I don't love this lip scrub, but I am getting through it. You know, so the other ones smelled really good. This one kind of smells like feet. Like it's like, oh, pineapple, oh, feet. It's weird. It's not my favorite, but I'm getting through it. I mean, it's not so bad to where I hate it, but I don't love it, and I'm excited to get finished with it. The next item I have is by True Moringa, which is their Shea and Moringa Balm, a moisturizing balm for hands and body. Here is this. I think I picked this up in FabFitFun. So that is where I am. I've been exclusively using this on like the inner parts of my ear because I get really dry spots there. So I typically take about that. I mean, I don't take very much, about this much. And I just rub it between my fingers and get it all dissolved. And then I'll just place it on the parts of my ear. I'll just show you because I need some, that get really itchy. And that really does help. Sometimes I have to make sure that I don't have like little, greasy bits that show. But I am enjoying this. Now I do have to apply it typically twice a day for it to really help. So it's not the best for that, but that's currently what I'm using it for. So anyway, we're making progress on this. I have 3 hair care items from Pattern. I have both their hydration shampoo, and there's my progress line, as well as their medium conditioner for curlies. And there's my progress line there. So you can see I am making some progress. I can't tell you where I was before. I mean, I'm sure I hadn't used these at all. So I'm sure I was like here or something. Anyway, I use more of the conditioner than I do the shampoo. So I'm probably going to finish it first. But I've used it here and there. And I enjoy those products. Next, from Not Your Mother's, I have the Royal Honey and Kalahari Desert Melon Leave-In Conditioner. So this is another product. I don't use this every single time I wash my hair, but I have used it here and there is my current progress. I didn't mark this before I started. Sorry, I forgot to do that on all these. All right, those are all of the skincare, body care, hair care items I was working on. Next, we're going to move into some makeup items, and there's just 6 here. The first item I have is the Fresh Sugar Lemon Hydrating Lip Balm. This currently sits by my bed, and I use this at night. So I do have pan here, and I am working my way through this. I thoroughly enjoy this. It's a very light lemon scent. Very, very light. But it is a lovely lip moisturizer. So I am enjoying this. Now for evening, I think I would prefer the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is probably better for me on a day-to-day basis. And I may end up pulling in my Laneige lip sleeping mask that's also in this project in Mango. I may go ahead and pull that one out to use by my bed and use this every once in a while. I'm not 100% sure. But I am working on that one right now at night. Then I've got one eyeshadow palette by Norvina. It's their ABH Norvina collection Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2. It's this one. And I rolled this in to use each shade 5 times. Here's what this palette looks like. I've only used 2 shades in here once. So I've used both of these shades 1 time. So, you know, I have a ways to go on it, but I do have some progress. Next, from Ciate, I have their Palm Island bronzer. Here is the beautiful packaging on this one. And I rolled this into Hit Pan. So I am working my way at wearing away the little bow that's in the center of the pan. You can see it's a very faint imprint remaining, but the way that I'm using this right now, I'm noticing that there is some wear kind of on this. You probably can't tell, but over here, just because of the way my brush goes in. But I'm currently mixing this with my Benefit Hoola bronzer because I'm trying to finish that one. So it is pretty light. So I like to mix it with Benefit Hoola because, like I said, I'm trying to finish that one. And this one on its own is a little bit lighter than I've been used to lately. Not that I can't use it on its own, because I absolutely can. But I prefer to mix it because, again, I'm trying to finish that Hoola bronzer. The next few items are some face palettes. Now, the first one here is by Bobbi Brown. It's the Highlight and Glow Highlighting Powder Duo. It's this, did I have it right side? Oh, yeah. This packaging here. And it's got some fun, like, glitter, nostalgia, funness happening. Anyway, this has 2 shades, Bare Glow and Opal Glow. And my goal is to use this palette 50 times total. And so far, I think I've only used it 3 times. Yeah, 3 times so far. So I have a ways to go. 47 uses to go. I'm working on some other highlighters, so this one hasn't gotten that much love. But these are the shades, and that's what those look like. Now, I do like to mix these two. And to be honest, this is probably a better palette for me in the summer. And that is it mixed. So you can see, like, these are a little bit dark for me, except for this pink shade. I'm probably going to get more use on this in the summer is my guess. And then lastly, I have another face palette. This is by Becca, the Jaclyn Hill face palette. So I have a couple of goals in this one. The first one is to use these blushes 5 times each. Wait, no, I'm sorry, 10 times each. And then also to hit pan in one of the highlighters. So I have used Champagne Pop a couple of times. I was surprised I was able to use it. I feel like I'm kind of close on pan in that one. I say that, and you know, it's probably going to take me another like 50 uses or something. But there's Champagne Pop. And then these blushes, I've used this one. So I've used this shade once, these 2 shades twice. So we have Rose Spritz, Amaretto, and Pamplemousse. So let me show you what these look like. I've had this palette obviously forever, and I barely use these blushes. Those are the 3 blushes. I do enjoy mixing some of these together just to kind of see what combinations I get. So a ways to go. I mean, the blushes, I put them in for 10 uses a piece just to get some use on them. But it's almost like I have a good dip going in the highlighter. I feel like I may be able to hit pan if I use it consistently in the winter, in the summer. In the summer, we'll see. But it's definitely going to be Champagne Pop because I've barely used Prosecco Pop. And it's not really a good shade for me right now anyway. There's Prosecco Pop. Honestly, if I end up using like the blushes in here and the highlighter and I have Prosecco Pop left, I will consider this a done palette because that one's not my favorite shade. All right, that is my update for 50 Shades of Yellow. That was a pretty quick. Well, maybe not quick. Never mind. 50 items, so it can take a long time to get through all of these products. Anyway, that is everything for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Next, another cleanser by Milk. Next! I've exclusively. Okay, bye.